Welcome back to another fantastic property tour, Rankin family. Today, we are located in Dallas, Texas, looking at another gorgeous luxury home. And as always, I want to give a huge thank you to the listing agent, Jessie Agastra with Jessica Koltun Home, and the builder, BuildTX Solutions, for making this tour possible. I'll be sure to leave all of the information in the description below. Now, starting on the exterior, family, we have a lot going on, and I'm excited to tackle this one together. You have the stucco along with the brick and natural stone accents. Now you have the high-pitched roofs. You'll notice that in certain places. And you have the cedar garage door, which complements the facade of this property. As we continue, you have the concrete slab walkway separated by the gravel, and then you have the elegant covered front porch. It just flows extremely seamlessly, and you'll notice that theme once we enter inside of the property. It is beautifully landscaped. You see it has the great curb appeal that folks are looking for, and I'll pan you upwards so you can see the wood soffit. Incredible. Now, also a common theme you'll notice throughout the home is the archway. So the arch entries, which really just creates the statement, especially whenever you walk in for the first time. But without further ado, let's get you inside. Okay, so right when you walk in, you are greeted by this intimate foyer. You have the curved staircase, and look at the staircase nook on this side. Perfect for the Christmas tree, just in time, a matter of fact. And then I'll show you the front door from the inside. Beautiful. So we have white oak floors. You'll notice the parquet pattern here, and then you'll notice the herringbone once we enter in the office. Look at this, family. So we have built-ins. It is painted from floor to ceiling. You'll notice the inset style cabinetry that'll continue into the kitchen. This is the perfect study. You have a glass pane inside of the door, and the white oak floors extends this way. So extremely spacious. You'll see the theme again, the arch opening, and then I'll turn you right here to the left. So we'll open every single door so you don't miss a thing. So this is your storage right underneath your staircase. Plenty of space. And since we are on this side, I'll go ahead and show you the formal dining. Beautiful. So extremely roomy, your crown molding, your elegant chandelier hanging down right above your dining table. Now you see the arch feature again, recessed lights, and then the inset style drawers. So also one thing I know you can appreciate is not only do you have tall baseboards, but you have the outlets inside of the baseboards. I know I get comments about that quite often, especially for folks that like to put lamps inside of some of these rooms. You want to have that discreet look without having all the wires all over the place, right? So that's always a plus. Okay, so we'll continue as if we're walking in for the first time. You see the arch detail again, beautiful sconces, perfect for some decor. And then I'll show you a full pan of this area. Lovely. Look how warm and inviting it feels. You see the neutral colors. Okay, so you have the double arch built-ins. You see the fluted design on your Arca stone fireplace. You do have the exposed beams, which really complements that. You see the detail in your cabinet fronts. Look how exquisite this looks. So you do have sliders. You can open those up for that indoor-outdoor living. You have an outdoor fireplace. We'll get to that momentarily. And look how lit up it is. So we'll make our way around the perimeter of the property. I won't have you waiting, trust me. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. So starting right here in our laundry room, you see you have your sink, you have your slate countertops, a folding counter as well, the inset cabinets, almost like a mauve color, complemented by the brass fixtures. And then I know especially my subscriber base and my regular viewers love that checkered pattern. You know, we're starting to see that a little bit more nowadays, and it really just complements some of these rooms. Okay, so heading to the first bonus room. This is a bonus room. There's 2 additional bedrooms downstairs. You can do whatever you choose to with this one. It is extremely versatile. You notice the arch windows, floor to ceiling. Look how massive those are. You see the grids in between. Let me know what you would use this particular room as. Of course, a children's retreat, or if you need an additional study, you can certainly do that as well. Remember, we have the study right when you walked in to the left. So this is your primary closet. We are going to walk to the primary bedroom, and then we'll make our way that way. So look at the separation between the great room and your primary family. Feels extremely tranquil. Vaulted ceilings, the exposed beams. You have sliders in here leading you to the backyard. Look at the king size bed. The room is so huge that looks tiny. See your 2 nightstands. You have room on both sides. And then of course, some folks may like the sitting area, you know, add some chairs in here just to have that solitude. So you can, of course, add that as well. So the white oak floors extends here. Now, look at this. So you have a designated cosmetic area. Look at the sconces, your soaking tub. You have dual sinks on this side, custom cabinetry. Look at the way that really complements the sconces and the mirror frames. Incredible. I'll slowly turn you around. You have a huge walk-in shower, 0 threshold. You'll notice the tiling extends this way. You have a waterfall shower head as well as the shower niche on this side. So the curated materials are just exquisite. And then look at this. Perfect. So only 2 feet away from the laundry room. So you don't have to worry about heading throughout the entire primary bedroom. You can head straight back there, wash your clothes, and you are good to go. So it is extremely massive. And then I know some folks may want a closet island. So if that is the case, you have plenty of space to do that. Okay. So please let me know your thoughts so far on the property. Now we'll head right back out here. So remember, you have the formal dining area, but then you have an open concept dining area on this side too, more of your casual space. And now heading to the kitchen. This is what I'm excited for. All right, so right off the bat, look at these seamless cabinets. You have the waterfall edge marble counters. You'll notice that extends up the backsplash straight ahead. You do have your pot filler. You'll notice some champagne bronze accents throughout the property. Look at the pendant lights. Look at the way that really just does a great job of working well with the rest of the materials. Even your bar area on this side, you have a wine fridge, 2-tone cabinetry. You have a panel-ready refrigerator and a lot of storage to work with. And wait till we get around the corner. You definitely don't want to miss that as well. Beautiful monogram range 6-burner with the griddle. You got your spice drawer right there. I'll turn you around, look at the 2-tone cabinets. You got your trash drawer right here on the left. Farmhouse sink overlooking the great room. You have the soft close mechanism and your panel ready dishwasher. And even the stack cabinets, you see the glass panes, but then you have that privacy element. And then even the outlet covers, family. Bravo. So before we continue, as always, let's open up the refrigerator. Plenty of space. And then you even see the accent lighting right underneath the shelves. Okay, so let's continue to the butler's pantry. The marble counters and backsplash continues here. You see the privacy glass, the light fixtures, and then your built-in microwave on this side. And then of course, if that's not enough, look how huge this pantry is. Wow. So for under 2.8 million, this could be yours. And wow, the value is certainly here, especially if you need to be closer to the city for, personal reasons, business reasons. This is going to be the spot for you. Okay. So this is the guest suite. Remember, we had seen the bonus room initially, but this will be right next to a garage. So they only need to walk a few steps and head right here. You have plenty of room for a queen bed, even a king bed, to be honest with you. And they have their own ensuite. Whew. I tell you, this Dallas, Texas home is giving Nashville a run for its money. Let me know if you agree. Look how subtle the color palette is. Beautiful. And then you do have the bathroom closet combination. And this one is zero threshold as well. You see it is wall to wall, so plenty of space. And then of course, all you need is a shower bench. And then you have your single car garage here. So perfect for the multi-gen living. I'll show you in just a moment the additional garage, which is straight ahead. So again, the arch detail theme, the herringbone pattern right down here. You see the mud room right when you walk in. You have the gold hooks. Look at the cabinets, or at least the drawers down there rather. And then of course the accents. So this is the 2-car garage. You have 2 tankless water heaters. You can add the epoxy flooring down the road if you are a fan. And don't worry, I'll show you what's straight in there a little bit later on. So make sure you stay tuned. Wow, so we covered a lot. I'll make sure to get you to the second level in just a second. I want to show you the wine room. Look at that. So you see how it's tucked away over here. Perfect to store all of your wine bottles. You can imagine just having this closed. You have an iron door right here with the glass panes inside. Look how elegant that looks. And not to mention your arch entryway. Beautiful. Okay, so that about covers the first level. Please let me know your thoughts. We'll head up the curved staircase to our second level. Make sure you see each and every nook and cranny. Look at the floor to ceiling window, family, with the grids inside, bringing in a ton of natural light. Now, around this area, they are doing a ton of new development. So gosh, for every 2 or 3 houses, you'll see a brand spanking new one. So tell you, get in while you can. Okay. So an additional bonus room, as you can see, perfect for a flex room. You have your built-in counter space, drawers and cabinets. White oak floors continue this way. Zero carpet, which I know you can appreciate. And then as always, look at the attic. You see your HVAC right there. Spray foam insulation. So extremely energy efficient. But perfect, depending on what you use that first bonus room as, is going to determine what you use this room as. Maybe you use it as a media room. You want to have the blackout shades, have that theater-like experience, then you can certainly do that. But look how massive this game room is. So you have 3 bedrooms up, 2 down, as well as the bonus room. So we'll head right here and continue. Now, the one thing I know you will appreciate is each and every room has an ensuite. I don't know why I did that dramatic pause. I was waiting for a round of applause, I guess. You have a decent sized room here. You notice the theme, the outlets, and the baseboards. So that sleek, subtle detail. You see the fluted design for our shower surround, but then you have champagne bronze here as well. So noticing a lot of that champagne bronze heading into 2026. I think that is a timeless material or timeless, color to the faucets and towel holders and things like that. And every single drawer, even up here, has the soft close mechanism too. So I thought I'd let you know that. Got your second laundry room here. You see the wall-to-wall cabinets, that mauve color, and plenty of space for a decent sized washer and dryer. So that you don't have to worry about them, hogging up your laundry room downstairs. Okay, vaulted ceilings, which is rare, especially on the second level. And I just love how roomy and inviting it really feels, especially whenever you walk in. Just the height of the ceiling creates that huge feel, or at least that space. Okay, so you see your vanity, you got your shower tub combo on this side. I believe this is the only shower tub combo. I could be wrong, but we'll see. Huge closet too, though. So that's a plus. Hopefully we'll get the opportunity to see more BuildTX Solution spec homes. This is the first time we've ever seen them on the particular channel. So I'm always looking to bring new and exciting builders to you folks, especially their best product. And make sure you stay tuned. I have another one coming soon that you definitely don't want to miss. Okay, so perfect positioning. Again, you have your game room and your other bonus room. So for the powder bath, this is perfect. And you do have 2 powder baths. I just tell you now, that room that we're going to see a little bit later on, that was the powder bath. So again, the vaulted ceiling, you see that exposed beam at your egress window, but plenty of space. And look at this. Turn right around this corner. Look how massive this bathroom is. Similar vanity, but you have the walk-in shower on this side. Perfect. So it looks like that about covers the first level and the second level. And then I also do want to say, I apologize. When we were in Las Vegas, we were initially going to go to Utah and head over to Colorado, but we had a family ordeal that needed to get resolved. So we just did a slight little detour. For those of you that I promised I would get to Utah and Colorado, and just a little bit delayed, I'll get you there. Don't worry. So I just thought I'd tell you now. Okay, so let's get you right out here. This is a Pella door, which I know folks are a huge fan of. So you have your outdoor fireplace, brand spanking new fence. As you can see, I love the soffit, the wood soffit. You notice that brick and stucco continues this way. You do have the outdoor wall lights. And remember, straight ahead, that's where our primary suite is. But for being in the city, you definitely have plenty of yard to work with. You can open that up, indoor, outdoor living, the herringbone pattern firebox. And then as promised, You see our pool bath. Look at that. So you have your sconces, similar slab for our vanity, and the separation between the vanity and the toilet. But other than that, family, that was another beautiful luxury home tour. All right, Rankin family, that was it for this beautiful luxury home right here in Dallas, Texas. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this beautiful property. Is this something you could see yourself living in? Would you make any changes? If so, let me know in the comments below. Of course, if you want more information about this home or any home we showcase, reach out to the information in the description. Consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss a tour every single week. And I'll see you folks on the next property tour.